You're about to get absolutely demolished, opponent. I'm not sorry though. Yeah, not sorry. That's probably the GG. Hello YouTube, welcome to this fine day. Today we are going to have a look at Niv Mizzet Parun in Historic Brawl. This deck aims to win by just having a classic counterburn Izzet control shell with a big old top end finisher with Niv Mizzet. There is obviously the good old curiosity that you can just slap onto your commander and just instantly win the game, because what ends up happening is then somebody plays an instant or sorcery, or you're just going to your turn and draw a card, and then you deal 1 damage to them, you draw a card, you deal 1 damage to them, you draw a card, you deal 1 damage to them, draw a card, and that just usually does enough damage. Yeah, so that is a pretty good combo, but there are no tutors for this in Izzet, so this is not the main focus of the deck. This specific version tries to get Niv Mizzet a little bit earlier than usual on the board. So we have some cards that generate treasures like Unexpected Windfall and Strike It Rich. We also have some rituals like Open the Omen Paths that can get our Niv Mizzet out earlier. We have Sarkhan Fireblood that on its own just gives us a turn for Niv Mizzet, and then we can just keep plussing and drawing additional cards and dealing more damage. But we also have individual finishers here like Hullbreaker Horror and Chandra Awakened Inferno, because those are pretty good on their own. The rest of the deck, it's just, yeah, you guessed it, a bunch of counterspells, a bunch of board wipes. Those also go really well with ramp, because you can like just drop a rock, then board wipe, and that's pretty neat. And yeah, I think this is pretty much it for the deck. I hope you enjoyed the list, and I'll see you in the games. Also, before I forget it, please consider subscribing to the channel and leave a like. We are ready to play against Real the Otherwise, and yeah, I think this hand is okay. So Niv Mizzet is just really good in control matchups because they can't counter it. Yep. Ah man, I don't have any snow here, unfortunately. And I want to hit my land drop here. If I had like 3 snow lands, that would have been pretty nice for this frostbite. I just need to hit land drops, right? Okay, this is going to be one interesting game. Yep. Land drop, nice, there it is. If they're spell piercing that, then they... like, that would have been a legitimate place to hopefully have their commander resolve, at least from their side of the field. Getting 1 more land drop, and I can use Memory Deluge. I think okay, using Pact, I kind of don't want this Pact to resolve. But I think they have a spell pierce or something like that. Miscast, yeah. Yeah, I didn't really want this to resolve. I would have been super set back on it. If I were, then I would have let it resolve, but yeah, no, that was fine. Okay, we take a land for sure. Just take another one, right? So here's the question, do I go with the snow? No. I'm just going for the Niv Mizzet next turn, and then hopefully lethal the turn afterwards. I mean, if I have 7 mana and put a Curiosity on Niv, they have a hard time beating it, because if they want to kill it, it's usually with instant sorceries, and then in response to that they die, so that might just be a better idea. So I'm probably just going to go Snow-Covered Island into Time Warp here. Yep. And that should be pretty neat. Okay, quick cut. Somebody's at the door. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, but yep. Okay. We did it. Our exit turn resolved. Now we can Niv. Yep. And Niv is a real menace against them. Yep. And I can go with Curiosity and they have to counter that. Or I can just pass the turn. I think I like passing the turn. I just want to, I can, like, almost certainly they have a Counterspell up. Yep. I'm going to shoot the Pilferer here. And then I'm going to shoot Riel. Yep. They lose a ton of tempo from that. And I still just have like Land Drop Curiosity available to me. That didn't seem to have a 1-mana counterspell. Okay. Yeah, they just scoop it up. They realized that I can't just replay Niv again and again, and that's just game. GG. We are ready to play against Yarok the Desecrated. And I do like the scent. Yeah, I can snipe an early mana dork off the table with my lightning bolt. I have draw for later, I have counter spells, I have expressive iteration to draw me more cards. I like it. Yeah, expressive iteration is usually not a turn 2 play, it's a turn 3 play, because then you exile a land and can immediately play the land. Paradise Druid is the one dork I can't lightning bolt, so that is a bit unfortunate. I think I will just iteration here. One in my hand. What do I want more? Celestis or Brawl? Probably Celestis. And then we play the Snow-Covered Mountain and still have Lightning Bolt up. Pretty neat. I'm not holding up the Disallow because Yarok costs 5 mana, not 4. Okay, they go for more ramp. That's respectable. If they attack, I can just bolt it. Yeah, that's correct by them. So I could play Celestis and then just fake having a counterspell. But if they just not respect it and just try to force Yarok onto the field by having land drop now and then next turn again and then just playing on 5 and on 7 mana, then I get punished. And since they do have the double dorks to do exactly that, I'm not much inclined. Okay, they do respect this. I think I want to, since I have the Gravenlore, I think I want to cycle pull from tomorrow. Draw 2, discard 1. And we don't need 2 rocks, I think. Okay, Snarl, Celestis. And we just passed the turn. Could have also just played Search for Azcanta. But I do just liking... I just like to ramp into Niv here, or like just ramp in general. Skull Prophet, sure. And I will just continue to get value here. Rishkar, ooh. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm just going to dig for a board wipe or something like that. I think I like Frostbite. I think. I really should have waited on that to see where they put the counters on. Okay. And that's fine. Neoforming the Rishkar, ooh. Dude, I'm such a big fan of Neoform. A huge Neoform fan. Okay, I can get rid of these two. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna drop the Niv, I believe. Then I have the Pact of Negation up as well. Okay. Then snap you. Snipe you. Yep. That's pretty neat. And I think we're super safe here because of the Pact of Negation. Yeah, no. Yep, shoot you. Because that can just repeatedly kill my commander. I'm not in for that. And I can now just pay for the Pact. Yep. Oh, I didn't have it for blue. Okay, my intention was to let the... Okay. Yep. Little mistake there. Okay, and we hold up Disallow. Yeah, and they see it, because I just hold up Disallow, counter whatever they have, it goes to Knight, I get to draw this card, and this is over. GG! We are ready to play against Izzet the Archlich. Oh, that's a turn for Niv Mizzet, actually. I think I like that. I'm not going to just drop Niv Mizzet on the board, though. I think that is just not a smart thing to do against Mono Black. Mindstone, yep. And pass turn here. Yeah, I can just like ramp a ton before I even like consider dropping Niv Mizzet. So the one thing is I probably have to like fake having a like I'm just have to bluff having a counterspell for their Paradox engine. Otherwise, I'm kind of in trouble. Like I always want to keep up some mana open to let them guess. Dark Ritual. Okay. Professor Onyx. Okay. Well, this is a game. Yep. That is certainly a game. They have... Yeah, okay. We are gaming, indeed. Okay, just going to cast Expressive Iteration. One of them in hand, probably a Storm's Wrath. Don't need Sweltering Suns. Could have also done the Storm's Wrath there to cycle, but I already have a Salandi Vision that I can use. I can also just cantrip this Electrolyze, knock down Professor Onyx to Loyalty. That might just even be better right now. They have to tutor and they have... Like, I have to counter 2 Paradox engines here. Like, if I were them, I would just jam Paradox here.
There has to be an answer.
Ugin the Ineffable, huh? That's the Landi Vision. I think just Prismari Command is the most useful out of all of these. Strixhaven Stadium. But you're trying to win off of that? That's interesting. So if they don't have Paradox in hand right now, I can just like deal some serious damage to these Planeswalkers. So like Storm's Wrath, the board, and then Electrolyze. I think that seems fine.
New life, same annoyance.
Then I get rid of 2 Planeswalkers. Well, 1 Planeswalker, I mean.
Oh, have I got a lecture for you.
Yep. And obviously if Onyx had 1 less loyalty here, that would have been pretty amazing as well for next turn. They do have a colored source, so if they find the Paradox engine, they just win here. I don't think there is anything I can do about that.
You have impeccable study habits.
Oh, smells like Manrock. Okay. I think if I were them, I would crack the Hedron Archive here in end step. Okay, that's fine. They have enough rocks, that's my point. But maybe they just want to spam a Cerac anyways and use that mana for that. Prismari command. I feel like they do have removal, but what can I even do about that? If I had one more mana, I could open the Omen Paths into Niv and kill this Professor Onyx with the Prismari command. I think I like just going for Search for Escator. I think that's fine. And then we just Gravendor. I can also hold the Prismari command, and that is probably the best idea against the Paradox engine. Man, this Professor only got them so much value during the course of this game. Inquisition, yeah. You get a look, and then I die, I assume. Yep, command. And no engine. Oh, that's interesting. They haven't found it yet. That's pretty good for us. But they just activate Inventor's Fair here, right? In their end step, in my end step, that is. Ravenlord just digs me pretty deep, though. Can't just get a grip full of counterspells. Chromatic Lantern. Now that you can't activate the Inventor's Fair, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I feel like that's a mistake, but maybe not. Therefore telling something. Not particularly scared of black foretell cards. Probably removal in the wall. Ho ho. Yes. I think Hullbreaker Horror is just a pretty nasty card, right? Memory Lapse, yes, sure. Let's transform. Castle Ventress. And I'm just going to pass the turn. And I can ritual out a Hullbreaker Horror, but what does that do me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 3 instead of 2 mana up after that, so that's literally useless. So the Omen Paths might just be better to set plate afterwards. Okay. I just assume that they have double kill spell. If they only have 1 kill spell, they're in huge trouble, but it's fine. Check for traps. Have to Hullbreaker Horror in response. I think I just have to use this Memory Lapse here and then return. I think I just have. If I return Professor Onyx, they can plus again. But it just sets them back the most mana. I just assume that they have a kill spell here. That's the annoying part. Poison the Cup, that was the card here. Yeah, the Head Disruption was really good there from their side. It forced me into this play. Okay. Wait, why
The essence of life
I should have... Oh no, never mind. Never mind. I actually didn't get to resolve the check for traps, I remember. Okay.
Come on, there's gotta be something useful.
And I think I'm just... like... Thoughtseize. Oh, you want to know what that mystery card is in my hand? That's fine. A Serek coming down. Yep, top. That feels like a Paradox engine to me. For sure. I think I will just... red, blue. Yep. And just drop this Niv here. Like, they could have won so long time ago, but they're just scared. I can draw a ton of cards with Midnight Clock here, and then go into a 1 or 0 mana counterspell as well. So that could be a possibility here for sure. If this would have, funnily enough, this would have been really good if the opponent just drew cards as well from this. Do this, I assume. Do I want to... what do I want to hold up? Double blue? I think I don't need red right now. And then they use a kill spell in response. It's fine. The thing with the Midnight Clock is that it would actually just kill the Professor Onyx. That is the nice part. Yep.
You are such a disruption.
Take action. Ooh, there's the Pact. Yep. Okay, and now I'm feeling a bit safer again. Okay. Now I have to do this. Ah, man. What a game. I'm getting burned out by this Professor Onyx as well. I feel like I need to use this ramp here and then just Into the Roil, Professor Onyx in there end step. That's probably the way to do this. I think they're just searching for enough mana that they can Paradox Engine, search for Paradox Engine, Buried Ruin, bring back Paradox Engine, play Paradox Engine again, and like in the same turn, which I think is a bit too ambitious. I mean, it kind of works out for them, I guess. Aetherflux. Yeah, I don't think that will matter too much. Permanent Vessel. Oh wait, it does matter a ton because they can just replay a Serek a ton, right? Oh yeah, so that was a huge misplay, wasn't it? So I just have to let them... I have to let them use the Serek here, and then bounce the Aetherflux, counter it next turn. Oh man, that was a mistake. Okay, I should have countered it. I just... Okay, goodbye Aetherflux. Really wanted to bounce the Professor Onyx here. Like Aetherflux, the thing with Aetherflux that I just later realized, I didn't put it into my... I think I didn't... Yeah, I didn't put it into my Serek glitch. Izzet deck, but it is just a good card in a Izzet actually if you have like a ton of mana like this and to just like stabilize and whatnot, so that is pretty annoying. Okay, yeah, let's just drop the Niv, hold up Disallow. Okay. I'm just not sure why the opponent just didn't kill me. Like a million turns ago anyways. Okay, I have to disallow that, I think. Wait, no. I can't just disallow the Liliana Dreadhorde General minus.
Your corpse will volunteer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I can safely concede here. GG. We are ready to play against Omnath, Lux of the Roil. And, let's see. Cantrip, Counterspell. I usually prefer only having one of these in hand, because you're going to use them very late usually. Sure. I'm not sure which, like, this could be Elemental's Tribal, this could be Landfall, this could be Storm. Who knows? It's likely not Storm. Jwari Disruption, yeah, sure. I like that. And Sulfur Falls. I'm likely just like cycling this pull from tomorrow, this Blue Sun Zenith early on. I think I just want to stop the ramp. And drop, that's fine. Okay. Now I have to disallow up for the commander. I think they're on a budget deck because they have the guild gates. Abundant Harvest. Okay. They're searching for non-lands. Oh, that's a really good non-land to have. Okay. I mean, now I at least know about it and I can play around it, so that's pretty good for us. Currently thinking if I want a Temple of Epiphany or just untap land next turn. Okay, now I for sure want to have the untap land because Counterspell, sure. So the good thing here is I just eventually don't care about this Veil of Summer because I'm just going to. Okay. My game plan here is to just win with the commander. That's where I'm going. And are these elementals? Yes, these are, so I have to be careful. But I don't think they get enough elementals until the point where I just drop Niv on them and just play on, yeah. Okay, that's ladder. I think I'll start with Temple. Yep. Ooh, Storm's Wrath is really appealing here. Letter. Could have also went untap land and then just pull from tomorrow or Blue Sun Zenith for a bunch. I think I just really like the Storm's Wrath next turn though. That is certainly a play I will enjoy. If I knew... Okay, if... So this could have also been just a mistake by playing the Ladder now and Temple. If I played untap land and then just draw a bunch of cards with pull, have an untapped land in that pile, then I could have went Ladder, untap land, Storm's Wrath the next turn. Because I feel like I want a Storm's Wrath anyways. But this way, I also have Disallow up with the Storm's Wrath, but I know that they have a Veil of Summer, so the value of Disallow actually goes a bit down. The good thing is that they do not make land drops, and if they continue to turn their land drops into creatures, then the Storm's Wrath will absolutely demolish them. They didn't float the mana from that.
nature's true
Okay,
power.
that's interesting. I feel like they're just too scared of counterspells. Like they should have just like forced Omnath maybe. It depends. If they think I have a bot wipe, then they're playing this. I don't know even if you can call this correctly, because what happens here is that they just like expose their oh, what's happening here? Expose their creatures? Oh, I know what's happening here. Magma Opus. Yeah. I do not care. For the sole reason that you're about to get absolutely demolished, opponent. I'm not sorry though. Yeah, not sorry. That's probably the GG. Yeah, we sent them back into the Stone Age there. They still have 5 mana though. 5, 7. They can generate 7 mana here. Which is a lot actually. But yeah, that Storm's Wrath was that really came in handy there. Oh my god.
The land fights for us.
Once upon a time. Yep, that's fine. They get an Oracle of Moldaya. Yep. And swing in. Yeah. T3-4. Seems they just played the Oracle. Okay. Oh, I think Opt was literally one of the best draws I could have gotten here, because that just kills their Oracle immediately. Yep, I think I just want to make my land drop. Even if it's a tapped land, I just want to do the land drop. So apparently we're in Niv Mizzet land destruction now. I also have to be careful because I'm at 9 life. Right. But currently I'm not too scared of that. If they have like a steal spell or like a disable spell, like some enchantment to put on Niv, that would be really troublesome, and I think then I would lose. Stormkill, yeah. They just didn't have really that much mana.
Rise, my elemental friend.
In theory, they had enough red mana to go Terror into Stormkin, but they messed it up. Wait, did they? No. Yeah, anyways, this is yeah, this is for sure a GG, I think. I just pull from tomorrow, wipe their board, attack Nissa and win the game. GG. We are done with the game, so I hope you enjoyed them as much as I did. And yeah, Niv Mizzet Parun is a pretty good control commander. It absolutely wrecks counterspell heavy control mirrors. And yeah, what else is there not to love, right? We didn't get to do the curiosity thing, but again, it is just, you can just slap this onto Niv, pew 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 pew, shoot them, and you win. So that is pretty great. If you want to play this deck on a budget, however, what can you cut? What do you need? And yeah, this is a bit of a tricky one. So there are a few cards, mostly the ramp pieces, that you can just replace with common or uncommon mana rocks. So like Chromatic Lantern, Celestis, Midnight Clock, Brawl, and just like Sarkhan, just replace them with uncommon mana rocks. But just make sure those tap for any color. And another thing to note, all the board wipes are rares. So that is a bit tricky really to work with. And you want some board wipes, so yeah, get like 2-3 board wipes and you should be fine. The lands are pretty important, not the utility lands, but the fixing lands, because triple blue, triple red is really annoying sometimes, and you just want your good fixing. And I don't think you will regret crafting any of those anyways. We also have just like the really efficient Izzet rares and mythics in this section, and that is these are the best for a reason, right? So your deck will probably suffer a bit, but I think it's fine. If you just have worse versions of these, you can just play maybe a shock, maybe a lightning strike, something along those lines instead of bold, and you will be pretty much set. Also shout out to Chandra and Hullbreaker Horror, because these are the other two finishers in the deck, and yeah, just having more finisher density can just win you a game sometimes. So yeah, those are pretty good crafts as well. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's list, and if you did, leave me a like. If you didn't, write me in the comments how much you disliked it, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.